Welcome. I want you to know that you are in a safe space here. Whatever you're feeling right now, it's okay. Whether your heart feels heavy with worry, your thoughts are spinning in a loop, or you're simply tired of holding it all together, you are not alone. So many of us carry quiet burdens that we don't speak about. We keep smiling on the outside while we're struggling on the inside. But there's no need to hide or pretend here. This moment is just for you. A moment of stillness, of truth, and of healing. Worry is something many of us have lived with for so long that it starts to feel normal. We wake up with it, carry it through the day, and go to sleep hoping it won't follow us into our dreams. But I want to gently remind you of something important. You are not your worry. You are not your fear. You are not your anxious thoughts. These are experiences, not your identity. You are a powerful, beautiful soul, and you deserve to feel peace in your heart. You deserve to feel safe in your life. The first step is simply becoming aware of what you've been holding on to. You don't have to push it away or fix it all at once. Just acknowledge it with kindness. Even saying softly to yourself, "I notice that I'm feeling worried," can bring relief. When we stop fighting how we feel and meet it with love, something begins to shift. Healing starts with honesty. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to figure everything out. You are allowed to take a deep breath and just be. Right here, right now. In this moment, you are enough. You are worthy of care. You are worthy of gentleness. Repeat this with me. I am safe in the world. I trust the process of life. Let those words sink in. Feel them as more than just words. Feel them as a promise from your higher self, from the universe, from the part of you that has always been whole. Every time you speak with love to yourself, your energy begins to soften. You begin to heal, not by force, but by allowing grace. Worry has no power where love lives. When you shift your attention from fear to faith, your life starts to change in the most gentle and beautiful ways. So give yourself this gift today, a moment to breathe, a moment to believe, a moment to remember that you are not alone and that peace is possible. Right now, right here, within you, always. The way you think affects how you feel, and how you feel affects everything in your body. When you think the same worried thoughts again and again, they become your inner voice. That voice shapes your emotions, your energy, and even your physical health. If you're always thinking, something might go wrong, or I can't handle this, your body listens. It starts to stay tense. Your heart beats faster, and your stomach might even tighten. Over time, this tension becomes normal, but it isn't healthy. Your mind and body are connected in such a deep way that when you shift your thoughts, you shift your entire energy. Imagine your thoughts like seeds. When you plant seeds of fear, they grow into anxiety, stress, and sometimes even physical illness. But when you plant seeds of peace and love, your body and heart respond with calmness and strength. This isn't magic. It's the natural design of how we're created. You have the power to choose what you plant. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be willing. A small shift in your thoughts can open a door to big healing. You can begin with just one thought. I choose to think thoughts that feel kind to my body. When you hold that intention, your body will respond. It may take time, but healing doesn't need to be rushed. It just needs your attention and love. If you ever feel overwhelmed by your own thoughts, pause and breathe. Place a hand over your heart and gently ask, What do I need right now? Your body knows the answer. It speaks through feelings. When something doesn't feel good, it's not because you are broken. It's a signal, a loving whisper from within saying, please choose a new way of thinking. And the beautiful part is, you can. You don't have to believe every thought that pops into your mind. Not every thought is true. Many of them are just old habits, stories you picked up from childhood, from fear, or from the people around you. You can choose again. You can say, this thought no longer serves me, and release it. Visualize pulling a weed from a garden. That's what you're doing when you gently remove a negative thought. Then you plant something beautiful in its place. Try saying this aloud. I choose peaceful thoughts that support and nourish me. Say it slowly. Feel how it changes your energy. This is how healing begins, not with pressure or force, but with softness, choice, and love. You are allowed to feel good. You are allowed to think loving thoughts. And every time you do, you bring yourself closer to balance, to healing, and to joy. Keep planting those loving seeds. The garden of your mind will bloom in ways you never imagined. Sometimes the mind feels like a runaway train. One worry leads to another, then another, until we're caught in a storm of what-ifs that never seem to stop. It's exhausting. And the more we try to fight these thoughts or pretend they aren't there, the louder they become. But there's another way, a softer, kinder way. You can learn to gently observe your worries without becoming them. You can step back and become the loving witness of your mind. When you do this, you create space. And in that space, peace can grow. Begin by noticing your thoughts like you would watch clouds pass in the sky. You don't chase them. You don't try to hold them. You just watch. You might say quietly to yourself, that's a thought. It's not who I am. This simple shift can bring such relief. You're not pushing anything away. You're simply seeing it for what it is. A passing cloud, not a storm you have to live in. Every time you notice a worried thought without judgment, you're healing. You're breaking the cycle that says, I must react to every fear. You don't have to. You have the right to pause, to breathe, to choose peace. One way to deepen this practice is to place a mirror in front of you. Look into your eyes and say, I see you. I love you. You are safe. At first, it might feel strange, but stay with it. Over time, this becomes one of the most powerful tools you can use. When you learn to love yourself in the presence of fear, fear loses its power. It no longer controls you. It becomes something you can walk through with grace. Say this affirmation with me now. I lovingly release the need to worry. I am safe. Speak it with warmth. Repeat it often. Say it when you're brushing your teeth, when you're walking, or when you're feeling overwhelmed. Let it become your new truth. Worry doesn't need to define your days. You can be aware of it, but you don't have to be ruled by it. You can observe it, bless it, and gently let it go. This is not ignoring your problems. It's choosing not to add more suffering to your life. It's choosing to come back to the present moment where your real power lives. In this moment, right now, you are safe. You are supported. You are held by something greater. You are learning to trust yourself. You are remembering your strength. Keep coming back to love. It's always waiting for you. When your mind begins to spiral with worry, it's easy to feel like everything is out of control. But what if you could turn that spiral into a conversation? Not with fear, but with the universe. Worry often shows up when we believe we're alone, when we feel like we have to figure everything out ourselves. But you don't have to carry it all. You don't have to solve every problem right this second. You are not alone in this life. There is a loving presence that is always with you, guiding you, supporting you, holding your hand even when you can't feel it. Imagine that every worried thought is just your heart calling out for comfort. And instead of trying to silence that voice, you respond to it with love. You pause, take a breath, and whisper, "What would you have me know right now?" And then you listen. The answer might not come right away, but the peace will. When you speak to the universe as if it's a trusted friend, something changes. Your fear softens. Your heart opens. You realize you're not talking to the air. You're talking to the very energy that created you, that knows you deeply, and wants the best for you. You can write down your thoughts in a journal. Pour out your worries, your questions, your doubts. Then, take a moment, breathe, and write a response, not from fear, but from love. What would love say to you right now? What would peace say? You'll be surprised at what comes through. It may sound like your own voice, but softer, wiser, more kind. That is your inner connection to the divine. That is your higher self speaking. And when you tune into that voice, worry begins to dissolve. Say this with me now. I trust the wisdom that flows through me. Let it be your quiet reminder when the world feels loud. Let it guide you when you're unsure. Even when you don't know the path ahead, you are still being led. Worry doesn't have to be the end of the story. It can be the beginning of a deeper relationship with your soul. It can be the spark that brings you home to your spiritual strength. You are heard. You are seen. You are not forgotten. The universe hears every silent prayer, every unspoken fear, every tear, and it responds with love. Your only task is to slow down, connect, and trust. The answers will come. The guidance will appear. But first, you must believe that you are worthy of receiving it. And you are. You always have been. The words you speak to yourself matter. They are not just sounds. They are instructions you give to your mind, your body, and your life. If you speak words filled with fear, doubt, and criticism, your energy follows that pattern. But when you speak words of love, peace, and kindness, you begin to heal. Many of us have lived with a harsh inner voice for a long time. Maybe you were told growing up that you had to be perfect, or that mistakes made you less worthy. Maybe you've picked up habits of saying things like, "I'm not good enough," or "I always mess things up." But those thoughts aren't truth. They're just habits, and habits can be changed. You have the power to choose words that uplift your spirit instead of crushing it. You can begin today, right now. Try to catch yourself when you speak negatively about yourself. Pause and gently say, "I don't need to speak to myself that way anymore." Then choose something kinder. Replace "I'll never get this right" with "I am learning and that's okay." Replace "Everything always goes wrong" with "Things are always working out for me, even if I can't see how yet." These small shifts have big power. Your subconscious mind listens to every word, and it believes whatever you tell it most often. So tell it the truth, the real truth. You are capable. You are strong. You are doing your best, and that is enough. Make it a practice each morning to say one kind thing to yourself. It can be simple. Today, I choose peace. I am proud of myself for showing up. I am open to good things. Let these words be your nourishment. Just like food feeds the body, loving words feed the soul. You can even create your own healing mantras. Speak them throughout the day, in quiet moments or loud ones. When fear arises, meet it with language that loves you. Speak gently to yourself, the way you would speak to someone you love dearly, and do it again and again. It will begin to feel natural. You will feel a shift. Your inner world will start to calm. Your energy will soften. You'll begin to notice that things don't rattle you the same way. You become more grounded, more sure of yourself. You begin to walk through life with grace. Let's affirm together. Every word I speak is a declaration of healing and hope. Say it with your heart. Speak it like you mean it. You are powerful, and your voice is a tool for transformation. Use it to create a space inside yourself where peace lives and grows. Creating peace in your life doesn't mean you never feel stress again. It means you build gentle anchors that help guide you back to balance when the storms of life come. One of the most beautiful ways to do this is to create small daily rituals that calm your nervous system and remind you that you are safe. These don't have to be big or time-consuming. In fact, the simplest ones are often the most powerful. You might begin your day by placing your hand over your heart and saying, "I've got you." Just those words can change how you carry yourself through the morning. Or maybe before bed, you write down 3 things you're grateful for. This shifts your focus from fear to appreciation. These practices create a rhythm of reassurance in your life. They become your foundation. When the world feels overwhelming, you return to them. You come back to yourself. You come back to love. You don't need a perfect morning routine or hours of meditation. All you need is intention. A few deep breaths, a few kind words, a few moments of stillness where you let your body know you are safe here. And the more you do this, the stronger your inner peace becomes. It's like building a muscle. Every time you choose calm over chaos, you grow stronger. You begin to trust yourself more. You begin to feel more supported, even when life gets busy or difficult. One lovely practice is to start your day with an affirmation. As you brush your teeth or sip your tea, say, "I create space in my life for peace and trust to grow." Let that affirmation set the tone. Let it plant a seed of calm that will carry you through the day. And when fear creeps in, and it will, you can pause, breathe, and return to that space. Return to your anchor. Your rituals are your quiet helpers. They hold your hand when no one else is around. They remind you that you have the power to choose peace again and again. You don't have to get it perfect. You just have to keep showing up, even on the hard days, especially on the hard days. Peace is not far away. It's right here, in your breath, in your thoughts, in your willingness to come back to love. So let it in. Let yourself feel safe. Let yourself be held. Say it with me. I create space in my life for peace and trust to grow. You deserve that peace. And the more you choose it, the more your life will reflect it back to you. Keep going. You are doing beautifully. When we think about healing and peace, we often focus on changing our thoughts or finding comfort. But there is something even deeper that helps us move forward, something that clears space in our hearts and gives us real freedom. That something is forgiveness. Worry and fear often live in the same space as old hurts, disappointments, and pain we haven't released. When we hold on to resentment toward others or even ourselves, it creates tension in our minds and bodies. That tension becomes a breeding ground for anxiety. It keeps us stuck in a cycle of fear, expecting things to go wrong. But forgiveness is like opening a window in a stuffy room. It lets in fresh air. It lets light in. It doesn't mean we approve of what hurt us, and it doesn't mean we forget. It means we're ready to stop carrying the weight of that pain. It means we're choosing to give ourselves peace. You are not responsible for what others have done, but you are responsible for your own healing. Holding on to anger and bitterness doesn't protect you. It only drains you. But when you release it, even just a little at a time, something shifts. You start to breathe easier. You start to feel lighter. You begin to make space for joy to enter your life. Forgiveness can be gentle. You don't have to force it. You don't have to do it all at once. You can simply say, I'm open to the idea of forgiving. That alone is powerful. That alone begins the process. Sometimes the person we need to forgive the most is ourselves. We all make mistakes. We all have moments we wish we could take back. But those moments don't define us. What defines us is how we choose to grow from them. You can choose to forgive the version of you who didn't know better, who was scared, who was just doing the best they could. That version of you needs love, not punishment. Close your eyes and picture yourself surrounded by light. Picture the people who have hurt you, or the moments that brought you pain, also surrounded by that same light. You don't need to understand everything. You don't need to agree with it. Just send light. Just release the hold it has on you. Say this with me now. I forgive, I release, and I set myself free. Let that truth move through you. Let it become your new way of being. Because when you forgive, you heal. And when you heal, you rise. You deserve to feel light again. You deserve to move forward without the heavy past pulling you back. Step by step, you are releasing what no longer serves you. You are choosing peace. You are choosing love. You are choosing freedom. Your body listens to everything you think and feel. It doesn't just respond to what you eat or how you move. It responds to your beliefs, your fears, your emotions, and your words. Every cell in your body is connected to your thoughts. When you think lovingly, your body relaxes. When you worry constantly, your body tightens. Over time, those thoughts shape your health. But the beautiful truth is that your body wants to heal. It's always working on your behalf, doing its best to keep you alive, safe, and strong. And when you begin to send it loving messages, your body starts to respond in amazing ways. Think of your body as a small child. Would you yell at a child who's scared or tired? Of course not. You would comfort them. You would say, "You're okay. I've got you." That's exactly how you should talk to your body. Instead of being harsh when you feel tired or unwell, pause and say, "Thank you, body, for carrying me through today. I love you." That simple act of kindness changes your energy. It sends signals of peace and safety throughout your nervous system. It allows tension to release. You can do a short practice each day. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and gently scan your body from head to toe. As you bring attention to each part, speak softly in your mind. Thank you, eyes. Thank you, heart. Thank you, hands. Thank you, feet. When you get to an area that feels tense or in pain, offer it even more love. Say, "I see you. I'm listening. I love you." This kind of loving attention is medicine. It brings healing that goes beyond what we see. It builds a relationship of trust between you and your body. And the more you speak to your body with care, the more it begins to trust you. The more it relaxes, the more it opens up to healing. You don't have to be perfectly healthy to start this practice. You don't have to wait until you feel better. You begin now, with whatever is going on inside you. This is not about ignoring pain. It's about responding to it with love instead of fear. It's about remembering that you and your body are on the same team. You are not your illness. You are not your diagnosis. You are a whole, radiant being, and your body is doing its best to keep up with the energy of your thoughts. Let's speak this affirmation together now. My body responds to love with healing and strength. Say it with gratitude. Say it like a prayer. Let it flow into every cell of your being. You are healing every time you choose to speak with love. That is the miracle of this moment. You don't need to wait. You can begin right now. There is a part of you that always wants to know what's next. It wants to plan, predict, and protect you from uncertainty. But the truth is, life isn't always something we can control. And sometimes, the more we try to hold on, the more anxious we feel. Healing begins when we learn to let go. When we stop clinging to how things should be and start trusting that what is unfolding, even if we don't understand it, is working in our favor. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means choosing peace over pressure. It means saying, I don't have to figure it all out today. When you trust divine timing, you begin to relax into the rhythm of life. You start to see that the pauses have purpose, that delays are not denials, that the answers will come when you are truly ready to receive them. This kind of trust brings a deep sense of safety. Not the kind that comes from controlling every detail, but the kind that comes from knowing that you are held by something greater. You can let go without fear, because you are not falling. You are being carried. You might not see the full picture right now, but you are not lost. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Take a deep breath and say softly, I am open to miracles. Let that truth guide you when your mind starts to race. Let it bring you back to this moment where peace lives. You don't need to know the outcome to trust the process. You don't need to force what's meant for you. You just need to stay open. Keep showing up with love. Keep choosing calm over chaos. Let go of the idea that everything must happen fast. Life unfolds in seasons. Some seasons are for growth, some are for rest, some are for letting go, and some are for receiving. Trust that your season is coming. Trust that it will be beautiful. In the quiet space where control once lived, let faith take its place. Let faith be your guide. Let love be your language. And let patience be your practice. Say this with me now. I let go and allow life to love me. Feel the peace in those words. Feel the release. You don't have to do everything alone. You don't have to carry the weight of the world. You are supported. You are guided. You are safe to trust. You've made it this far, and that is something to celebrate. Every word you've listened to, every breath you've taken with more care, every time you whispered a kind thought to yourself, you've been healing. You may not see all the results right away, but that doesn't mean it isn't working. Healing happens quietly. It happens in the spaces where you choose love instead of fear. It happens in the gentle choices. It happens in every moment you pause and say, I deserve peace. You are already on the path. You are already changing your story. You have begun the most important journey you could ever take, the journey back to your heart. Along the way, you will still have moments of doubt. That's okay. You will still have thoughts that try to pull you back into worry. That's okay too. The difference now is that you know what to do. You know how to come home to yourself. You know how to breathe, how to speak with love, how to lean into trust. You are not powerless. You are deeply powerful. You are not broken. You are in bloom. Let these words stay with you. Let them become the new language of your life. You are safe. You are strong. You are loved. You are healing. You are whole. And so it is. Now, speak this one final affirmation with me. I am healing. I am growing. I am deeply loved. Let it be your truth. Let it be your anchor. Let it carry you forward into the life you were always meant to live.